Welcome back! Let's do the back of this page. So I did not glue this down just yet because it's easier to work on. So I'm just going to flip this over, put this away, and let's get started on this page. Okay guys, again I'm going to use a nice square envelope. And the first thing that I like to do is I want to have this a little bit more space on the back. Shall we do? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for a, what size is this? Small 1/4. Yeah, I think this is a small 1/4. Let's fold this. There we go. So we have some extra right here. Okay, I'm gonna flat this down, and now I am gonna cut this piece off. Just 1 millimeter shorter. I was thinking we also can. Wait just a sec. This is my last page. No, it's my 3rd page. What if we can fold this down as well? Nah, I just want to keep this. I want to make this fully. So let's cut this down. Yeah, I'm always thinking in my head what to do or what not to do. Alright, so just gonna add this on nicely in the middle again. Yep, let's do that. You can place tape or you can use glue, whatever you like to use. Nope. Here we go. One here as well. I'm just going to peel this off. Let's peel this off. Here we go. So nicely in the middle. I'm just going to eyeball it, guys. Doesn't have to be perfect. Does not need to be perfect. Here we go. Cool. I think that we're gonna close this with the glue. I just had my line show it is closed right now. I think now it's working. Yep, it is. It is. So just pull this in and just add a little amount of glue. Alright, so now your pocket is ready. Nice big pocket that we still can use. Alright, so what shall we do? I like to make small pockets on here. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just love to do also some small pockets. So what's the half of this? I think something like this. This is 3/5 of an 8. And this also needs to be a 3/5 of an 8. Let's make 3.5. That's a nice size. So 3.5. And then of course I also want to have 1 inch lower and 1 inch lower for the bottom. So what we have left then is 6. So I'm gonna make a pocket that is 3 by 3.5. But don't forget the hinges. So if the 3 is this way, that means that we need a half for the bottom, and if this is the size, then we need a 4.5. So this is actually the size that I need. a 3.5 by 4.5. Yes, let's test that out if my measurement technique is correct. What was it? I already have lost it. I am going to use the thinner papers, and maybe we have some leftovers. I do have plenty, but I don't know which one. See, this large one is fitting. So this is how I'm gonna sort my papers. So let's check it out first. So a 3.5 by 4.5. Wait just a minute. 4.5, 4.5. It's, yeah, we can make 2 of those. So 3.5 by 4.5. But let me first check if that size is correct. Score 3 lines, 3 score lines. Yep, and then we still have a nice space left. So I'm gonna make another one. 1/2 inch. Oh, keep it straight. Don't want to rush things, but sometimes I do. 3.5 by 4.5. Score 1/2 inch, and let's make just 4 small pockets. The previous page we made 2 long pockets. Now we're gonna split that page in 4. I'm gonna make 4 small pockets. Okay, this one I don't need. Yes, okay. Let's add some tape on all of these. Today we have a wonderful cold day with loads of rain, which is amazing for my plants. Last Saturday I did work in my garden. Was needed. It was the first time that I did work in my garden. I have I have everything in pots. So sometimes it's needed that some plants are going to get bigger. And then sometimes they are not growing well because they are sitting in a too small pot. So I bought 4 very big ones, but very cheap ones. It's just cement pieces, normal use. I am not a big spender in big pots because they cost hundreds of euros. So in my occasion, I don't have that much money to spend on big plant pots. So I just use cement pots, cement pieces, big ones, because they are only maybe 8 euros or something. So I like to use those. They are black and they're fitting well in my garden. So I put a lot of, I call that, is it soil? No, I don't know. If it's also not sand, but it's special sand for your plants. So I put those in and I looked around my garden and I chose 4 ones that definitely needed to repot. And I put some little ones around it so they can overhang over the ugly cement pots. So next year maybe I can see those overhanging pieces. I also have them in front of my front garden. I also have some big pots with big Japanese trees, and I also have some overhanging bottom pieces. So I hope next year to see that. it works very well also with the plants that definitely needed to replant. Alright, let's get back to our little pockets. So rain is definitely needed. So I am, because we have some space, so I am gonna put these with a nice black edge all the way. So I'm not gonna put this all the way to the, well, maybe the bottom we can. I want to have some space in between, so this is nice. So just check where you're gonna add. So I'm just gonna leave a little, I am gonna put this at the bottom, but I'm gonna keep away, let's say 2 millimeters away from this edge. And then I also can add that same amount in between. So we have a 1/4 away from this fold line. That's nice. I like that. Alright, let's bring in the tape. Just a sec. Let's bring this in. Burnish this down, 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 down. There we go. Pull this out. Here we go. All right. Let's get back. The rest you don't see. Alright, let's see where this one. Well, like I like to have a 1 inch away so we can make a mark to know where this needs to be. So again, I'm just going to peel this off. I'm going to line this up same as here. And then my mark. Here we go. Here we go. Let's bring back the tape. This is a really thick one. It's not that easy as the other one, but I think that changed the thickness. I don't know. The wideness, not the thickness, but the wideness. I don't know. Sometimes factories change their normal things. It's exactly the same tape, but it's wider than the other one. Here we go. Yes. Here we go. Okay, ready to decorate this with papers. Well, I always like to first see what I have left. Let's see what I did not use that much. I did not use much this one. So this is for now. Oh, this also fits nicely at the front. It would. It would. What if I do? I'm gonna see how much I need, then I can use this for the little pieces. Yeah, call me crazy, I know. Call me crazy lady. There are 2 marks. Yep, that is correct. This one we need. 2 same ones. Okay, so do we split this? I think that's nice. Alright, which other paper that's gonna... Maybe I'm gonna use this for the front, guys, so I'm just gonna keep that away before I am gonna use that. Alright, let's see what fits nice with that. We also can use this. I like this actually fitting very well with this one. So let's cut the same size. Do we want some decorations on here? If you do, maybe you want to use some ribbons, then this is the time to do that. Just smooch the edges. And let's just see what kind of ribbon that you want to use. Then I come back for that. First go see what I want for the background. We can use this nice dark one. Yeah, let's use this dark one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut this as I would do for a full pocket. I'm gonna place this down on the top and then 1/2 inch below. That's the piece that I need. Okay, that's almost the same amount as I have for this piece here. So we do need 2. Okay, so I think you know what I'm going to do with this one. So I'm just going to place this so it fits in the pocket. It does. Place this on top and then just make a little mark where you need to cut this. Alright, and this goes 1/2 inch inwards. So I'm just gonna cut down a little. You always can go back, guys, you always can go back. So you're just gonna fold this to the back. Let's see if it fits. Here we go. See, I do need to cut down a little bit more. Fold it back. Just cut a little bit more. Okay, fold it back. Yes, perfect. Cool. Alright. Put your glue on if it wants to work with you. I need to clean my needle because it's getting thicker and thicker from all the glue. Alright. You can cut off that little lid if you want. But I think it looks nice. So I'm just going to leave it on. Here we go. Place it on the spot. Clean up what you don't want to see. Cool. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. So I'm just going to place this where it needs to be. Alright, make 2 little marks so it fits in the pocket, and this is also a 1 inch going in. Switch the edges. It's always best to first check it out if you have cut it correctly. And I did. Here we go. Here we go. Place this on the spot you want. Cool. Alright, now I'm gonna get back to these little guys. So what kind of ribbon do you like to use? I think I'm gonna go for all the same color. This fits amazing. We also have a darker one. I think I like the darker one for this one. So what are we gonna do? What I like to do is quite simple. Just add tape. Try to make it a little even. Here we go. That's why I love to use cutting mats. I also can pre-cut these in front. There's a little overlapping. Here we go. Peel this off, wrap this around, and you are done. Okay, now I'm just gonna glue this in. Nice fun way. And do you also like to make little bows? Maybe. Let's see if I, or a different color. Oh, wait just a second. We also have this one. What looks better? Same color? I also always have my little method to do small ribbons, small bows. What do you think? It is cute, isn't it? It is cute, 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 cute. Watch your fingers doing this. Watch your fingers. I always like to give them a nice shape, but watch your fingers, guys. always watch your fingers. You also can add these first and let them dry and then put this inside. Oh yes, I definitely like that. Glad that we made that 1/4 extra. Alright, so I'm gonna make these little bows. I like it. And then I'll come back to you. I'm gonna glue these in with my fabric tack. Love to use that. It's a permanent adhesive, especially for fabric. Love that, but I think the art glitter will also do. I don't know. See you in a second. Look how cute. This looks like little presents, doesn't it? So I always look first in my leftover pieces, and I found these 4 long strips that I could use for a nice little booklet, which I'm gonna do later with leftover papers. But yeah, cute little booklets, cute little pockets. I love it. It looks like little presents. So what I'm gonna do on here, yeah, the ribbons already make it not too thick, but do you make a nice large thing, large piece. Let's give it a go. I'm just gonna grab my 120 grams. And what if I'm just gonna see if this fits? It does. But I'm not gonna make a 1/2 inch hinge just to see that I miss a few spots. So I'm gonna make this 1 millimeter smaller, maybe even 2 millimeter, but make it a little smaller. So I'm just gonna make a mark. And this is where I'm gonna score. Score. Here it is. We also need the bottom, and then that other mark is right here. Alright, then I'm gonna fold the bottom first. I'm gonna see how large this is gonna get. So I'm gonna put this completely to the bottom and completely to the top. Alright, cut this down. You always can save your little pieces. Then, what I like to do, I first like to add tape that's pure for the bottom corners. It's easier for me. Alright, so we're not gonna make a full pocket, but we're gonna make a, they call that folio pocket. Is there a name for this pocket? I don't know. But let me first fold everything. Here we go. Yes, let's get back our, no, it's not needed. It's not needed. All right, so let's create, let's say a 2 inch from the top, make a mark, and 5 inch from the bottom. Yeah, we also can make a 6, but I like a 5 better. 5.5. Yeah, let's make a 5.5. 5.5 inch. And that I'm gonna draw it, but you also can cut it right away. So I see how it looks. Well, maybe even a 5 is better. A little lower. Yep, that I like better. So this is a 5 and this is a 2. And now I was grabbing my cutting in the right hand, but it was in front of me already. Alright, so just put this in your cutter and cut this piece off. If you want, you can use this if you want. I do like that, you know that. You know I always like extra. So I'm just gonna make another fold line. So I am gonna add tape right here at the bottom as well. Maybe this one is better to just cut off. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the corner. Fold everything. And then you're just gonna see what you have left for this one. You can cut off. Alright. Erase if you see any pencil marks. Okay, and then this goes right on this big pocket. Here we go, just place this down nicely, completely at the bottom. We don't need a purple tape right here because we're gonna add our papers on here. Cool. I'm gonna cut down a little bit with my fiskars because I do see some ruffles which I don't want to see. And then this is more than enough to cut this down nicely. Cool. Alright, so let's put some design paper on. I like this one, but I don't want to ruin this strip. So I am, wait just a second. I think I'm first gonna go with this one. So you need to cut this down fully, and then you can cut later that diagonal shape. Let's cut this down. Oh, by the way, I watched a movie yesterday. Normally we are with the series, but we wanted, it came along and we thought, oh, that is maybe a good movie to watch. And it's called Ballerina. And we did watch the John Wick videos, all of them. This needs to cut down a little edge, this piece. It's a, how you call that? You have the John Wick videos. No idea how they are actually called. John Wick is called by Keanu Reeves. Love that actor. And John Wick is the one he is playing in those videos. And Ballerina is a video, so the John Wick videos, movies continuings, because John Wick is playing in that movie. And at first I thought, I must say the last John Wick video, God, it was too much shooting, way too much. How many times he got up the stairs and get off, up, down the stairs. That part really I don't like. It was too much shooting and too much of nothing. So I was a little skeptical on the Ballerina movie, but yes, it's a very good one. I love the actress. I know her of the Knock Knock movie, also with Keanu Reeves. Love that movie as well. It's a very, very pretty lady. And she played in loads of movies. So yeah, I really like it. The story was cool. There was enough action. My hubby likes action movies. I love them as well, but not as much as my hubby does. But it's a nice way to watch a movie together. Yeah, there were a lot of revenge things in here. I love the scenes that are filmed in Hallstatt. Love it. Yep, it's a very good movie. So if you also like to have a good action movie, then I can recommend Ballerina is the one for you. If you did not watch the John Wick movies, is it needed? Not particularly. I don't know. I think it's not particularly needed to see the first John Wick movies, because it's a story on its own. But there are pretty cool special effects, and of course some scenes are just as fake as any fantasy movie can get, but that's okay. That is okay. I love this. Can I not use this somewhere? Or only at the bottom? I wanna use this strip somewhere. So I'm gonna cut that off. Me myself, I am more from the fantasy movies. Or romantic movies. I also like. Well, we are watching I think I already told you that, a series called The Peers. It's a Spanish series. I think I already mentioned that. That is a very nice one. It's very erotic. But the story is very nice. I really like the storyline. We are now at season 2. So wondering if there is an ending. I have no idea, but if you watch that, please don't tell me. Because I still need to watch it. Where do I want this? Maybe at the top? What if I use it right here at the bottom? And then what I have left on here. That's a good idea. But let me first find a piece that fits here at the bottom. Maybe I'm just going to use this piece. Fits nice. It's a nice plain one as well. I also feel there was something under my denture, and I don't understand because I did not eat anything. So why there is something under my denture? Right. Strange. That is strange. But I tested it out this morning. Yeah, for those who like to know. I don't know if you want to know. But if you don't, I don't mind. But my storyline about my dentures is that I just had a rebase and I still need to glue it in. And for the upper denture, I love to use powder from, what brand is called, I don't know the brand, just no idea. A powder, really like it. It's the first thing that I tried this week, but the powder on my denture, my upper denture really works well. I tried one day for my lower one, but I don't felt it. So I just used the normal pink one for my lower denture. I think it's Fixodent or something. That works well. Well, not a complete day, but 2 times a day is better than 4 times a day before my rebase. So I'm happy the combination of that. But this morning I was giving it another try for the powder, just to see why it does not work for my lower denture. And well, normally I also do not eat in the morning. I have my shakes and my drink yogurts. That's normally my thing for the mornings. I'm just gonna watch on the lower one which will fit. And then I just can cut this down. There we go. So yeah, so I don't know about you. Maybe you have other experience with glues, with denture glues. But I still don't like the feeling that something is getting loose. I hate it. I hate it. I can't wait if they are gonna tell me that I can have implants. I can't wait till the day that they are telling me your mouth is capable for implants. Because as skeptical as I was in the beginning, that I did not want any of them. Shall we do this for the back then? Is that too boring? What shall we do for the back? Oh, this one also fits nice, that the orange brings it back. This one I want to keep it for the front. This also works nice for the background. This is too plain. Alright, so let me first put this in, but then we have this strip. Can I remove that? I think I first gonna cut this paper then. I am gonna cut a full page for this one. Just gonna watch where the top is, right here. So yes, as skeptical as I was in the beginning, that I was absolutely shouting that I did not want any implants in my mouth. Yeah, I think now I want to give it a go. Even that I'm still afraid of that it gets wrong, or in I call that infections, or that it gets loose or something. I don't know, but this having loose in my mouth, I also don't like. I absolutely don't like it. You can place this already on its place, just like that, as you can see. Just checking. And if you don't trust this, you can put a little piece on here, a little, I call that, can I not just peel this off when I put this inside? I think we can. I'm just gonna make this a little loose, so it's not that tidy. I think that's good to go. Completely to the left. And I have some space here. I don't think it's needed, but because we're going to place this on, but completely, we'll just oh, this I also don't want to be happening. Extra bulk we don't want. Put this back on. Alright. Here we go. So yeah, I was telling, I'm very happy with my dentures. Absolutely, I definitely will not want to go back. Well, the taste, oh my gosh, I do hate that the taste is still terrible. I miss the taste of some food. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how much I miss some certain food tastes. Absolutely. So I am gonna put this inside first to check. Yep, it is the same size. It is the correct size. Don't push this down. If you're gonna pull this out, don't push it down. Little. Yep. Oh. Okay. There's still a piece inside. Well, this overlaps it as well, so I think we just can add it inside without having any problems. Let's check that out. Yep, completely. Place this on the right spot. And now I can use the glue. Here we go. Yeah, 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 yes! We did it! Nice big page. Big pockets with small pockets. I love it. You can add, do have this left. Nice big pictures in here. Cool, I like it. And of course small ones. Small ones, just to example. Just for an example. Small little booklet right here. Yep, cool. Alright, so do you like this? And now we can go to the front where I still have my paper left that I want to use, but do we want this to be also a pocket, or just shall we keep this plain? I think the pockets, let me think about that for just a second before I do anything crazy. Okay guys, I'm gonna do something with these papers. Fits nicely, I think. And then with this image, we're gonna do something with this. Alright, so what? I know we have pockets already, but I can't just leave this plain, so so I'm gonna grab a new page, or do I have some leftovers? Wait just a sec. No, this is not fitting, unfortunately. So I am gonna use a new page, 120. And we're just gonna make a large, nice large pocket. So we still have it plain, but still functional, which I love. Yeah, 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 yes. And of course this envelope also has place for extras. So let's fold this. Place this down a little millimeter away from the edges to keep it all nice fitting. Yeah, 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 yes, 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 yes. Score. Keep your leftover pieces. And then let's see how high do we want this. Well, normally I like to have a 1 inch at least for the top, so I'm gonna do that as well. I'm just gonna eyeball it, guys. It does not need to be perfect. I'm just going to eyeball this to create a nice big pocket. Yes. All right. So Let's add some tape. Oh, the doggies are sleeping so nice and long. Maybe it's because of weather outside. It's so nice to have a nice cold wet day just before our holiday starts, so that's perfect. Can't ask for more. But I hope the good weather is not ending, that we still have nice weather when our holiday starts. Alright, so this will fit nicely on top. So I first go decorate the pocket. Now let's see. I definitely want to use this, and I want to use the strip. So I'm gonna remove the strip first. Well, I can use, I guess, no, I'm gonna remove the strip fully. Here we go. Okay, that's that. I want to have a edge with this one. So I'm gonna add a little mark here. Let's give this a 2 row. I have my mark here. So I'm gonna cut about till the mark. 2 rows. There we go. And then where my mark is, love this cutting thing. It's just amazing. Alright. This is where I'm gonna start with. Of course, not just plain papers to glue down. Oh, I like just to mix and match everything. There we go. I definitely need to oil my chair. I hope you don't hear it, but I get annoyed by it. Oh, good heaven. So what am I going to do in my holiday? Well, we booked a house, just a family house in Germany, not that far in Germany. I think it's only a 4-hour drive, 4, 5 maybe. Just gonna keep an eye on my picture. Then I like to have this in between. But do we like some at the bottom? Yes, of course we want some at the bottom. I'm not going to use the same one. We could, but that is too much, too busy, so I don't want that. So I'm going to use this orange one. Do I have a leftover piece? Nope. So I'm going to use this orange one. Let's say 1/2 inch will do. Maybe also one for the top. Let's cut right away 2. So it's nice fitting in between. I actually need to pee, but I don't want to wake the dogs. So I'm gonna hold it on. Is that crazy? Yes, I know, but they are so nicely sleeping. And I know if I'm getting up, they all want to play. That's also cool, of course, but I definitely want to finish this page first. I'm still not speaking that well with my dentures in. Absolutely not. Some people don't hear it, but I do. I hear it myself. It's bothering me. But time will tell. Time will tell. Okay, let's put this at the top. Here we go. Keep an eye on your... Now I like... Oh, I also can do this at the top. Nope, at the bottom. Keep with the plants. Did I... Oh, I did not smooch this. Darn. Smooch it, guys. It looks so much better. It is. There we go. Yes, okay. What else? You always can make a little tag of this, so don't throw anything away. Just don't. Use it all. This one would fit to fill this up. It will. See, it does. It does. But do I want this? Do I want this? Well, maybe I do. Oh my gosh. I am terrible sometimes. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. We always can skip this, of course. You always can skip this. Some people like to watch. Some people do. Okay, so we are now with this. So now I only need to find a piece that fits here. Go in your... This we used so many times already. Love it, but oh, this is very orange. This one maybe could be. The colors fits. The color fits. Oh, this one is maybe also nice. Yeah, that really pops up this piece. This was too busy. Alright, see, leftover pieces. That's actually what I was planning to use. Maybe one for the back, maybe. But this is a nice leftover piece. Cool. So I'm gonna glue this one in. Or I'm crazy, I am. I know. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do something with this. Just because I have a leftover piece right here. Just call me crazy. I'm gonna put this on a large piece of black, just to let you see that sometimes this is also very handy. All right, let's score 1/2 inch, not 1/2 inch, just score just along cut this now. So did I just made a pocket? Yes, I did. Oh my gosh. Yes, I did. I'm so sorry. We did. Why are they so sweet? Watching 3 dogs sleeping. That is so satisfying. My daughter is working again today. Just a few days she has left. She had still that chloor infection. No idea how long that will take, but she is noticing short breath. This is too cute. The puppy now lays half in a basket, in a dog basket, dog bed, and half out. Good heavens, she's too sweet. She's too sweet. So she still has those issues with from that chloor infection. I think the lungs are still having a lot of trouble to get back in shape. I'm just gonna eyeball this, guys, where it's the middle. Do my best. So I'm wondering how long, because she is trying today, the first day to work. But even this morning when I just get off the toilet, well, normally you will spray something, a nice fresh thing. Oh my gosh, she was so angry on me that I used that. She would like even to, no, I'm not gonna tell this. See what idiot I do. She prefers smelling the bad smell instead of with the fresh air. Because she just noticed so much with her lungs. I'm just gonna cut this with my fiskars. I need to bend quite a lot till I'm getting there. Alright, this is my first one. So yeah, I was totally forgetting that her lungs definitely can't compete with everything. So even using deodorant, she can't come up, or perfume, absolutely not. Do not spray that in the same room as she is, because then she is having so much trouble with breathing. So I'm wondering how long this will take, because next week, in the next, yeah, today was Wednesday, yep. So in the next week she is going on holiday to Albania. So I hope till then it is quite solved already. It's a week from here. So fingers crossed that it will. I hope for her that it will be better next week. Here we go. Go, 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 go. Smooch the edges. And yes, guys, we just made 2 pockets on an envelope, which the back of the envelope has 4 pockets. And then you still can add in the envelope also photos. Yes, I know. Less is more. Well, I just like it. I just like it. Like it, like it, like it. Alright, guys, so we have a pocket in here and for the back. Okay, grab back your page. Let's add this on and search for a nice background. Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. Take the tape off. Then we only, wow, I love this. I love it. Yep, it makes it so cool with all matching papers. Love it. Let's see what we can do for the back. Maybe we're just gonna keep it clean with, I think maybe this one for the back to keep it clean. Yep, I'm gonna do that. So I'm just gonna cut 1.5. That'll do. Nice strip. Cutting this so it fits in the pocket. Always smudge the edges. Here we go. They are awake, thank God, because I really need to pee. And if I need to pee, my doggies also need to pee. Here we go. Put that in the pockets. Move it up. Move it to the left, move it to the right. Till you are satisfied. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Big pocket where we can add a nice big tag. Just gonna grab this for my leftovers, guys. I'm just grab this for my leftovers. So that fits inside, and maybe we can add, we also have these ones. Oh, they are a little short. Or these guys, oh, they're also too short, but you get the picture of using. Well, maybe we can make this a little longer. We can. I'm going to use this one because this one is almost a similar image. But I also like these tags as well. God, why are those images way too cute? Or you can make your own, of course. That's also a cool thing to do. This is a total waste of the ribbon, of the strip, so I'm not going to do that. But you also can put that right here, of course, so you pull that out. Oh, that's a nice way. Remember that. Remember that you can do that. Alright, I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do for the tag for now. But you get the picture. I have to put something inside, otherwise I do forget that there is something to pull out. So I'm just gonna put this inside. So I know there is something. Can be a little tiny bit smaller. And this also can be a little shorter. Maybe a little pull out will do. Yeah, yes. Okay, guys. This page is done. Yep. Cool. Did I use something with this one? I don't know. Anyways, what do you think? Cool, isn't it? Pockets. Yep. The envelope is a pocket. We have our 4 small pockets, big. Oh my gosh. Okay, I maybe overdo it, but I like it. I like it. Yep. And then the back is this one. Oh my gosh. Yep, I like it. Big fat page. Cool. Yep, definitely. I'm very happy with the end results. See you next page. Bye bye.